So this is Dr. Gerard at Lakewood's Chiropractic in Forest Lake, Minnesota, and I have with me Serena. And today we wanted to talk a little bit about, Serena, your story now. But before we talk about your story, so we had a chance. We met. I was doing a talk to teachers and you guys all back to school. And so when you came to Lakewood's, you didn't necessarily come for yourself.
No, I came for my son because my son has seizures and he was just recovering from a sickness where he wasn't walking very well. And he doesn't verbalize or speak, so I don't know if he's in pain. I don't know how hard it is for him to walk. And so I was very interested in what you had to say about the central nervous system and how that affects everything. So I really wanted to see what the benefits would be for our son.
For your son. And then you, of course, yourself got started. And what kind of things have you noticed between yourself and your son that have gotten better, have improved since starting?
Well, initially, when you first did the first adjustment, I noticed that, he was in a wheelchair when we first started coming. And he, we would have to lift him and put him on the seat and you would adjust him. And then we started bringing him with a walker because we're also doing some intensive stuff at home. But the one thing that I noticed is that after he got the second adjustment, he just seemed like his facial expression was, he seemed lighter. He seemed like a relief. It was almost like a relief. Yeah. And then you mentioned to me that it was even more important for me to come because I was doing a lot of the lifting. And even though I didn't have any back problems, or at that time I didn't have any back issues, but I thought, that made sense to come and take care of myself as well so that I can strengthen those nerves and not have to wait until something happens to come, because sometimes that's even more of an issue.
Awesome. And one last question. So, there's a lot of people out there that you kind of came in and were an open book, but not everybody is. There's a lot of people out there that are maybe skeptical, or they've heard things, or they thought things, etc. What would you say to someone who's sitting out there and is not sure if this chiropractic thing could help them? What would you say?
I wasn't sure myself. It's very hard because I don't have many symptoms that other people might have, but I thought in my head, what do I have to lose? It can't hurt. And in regards to my son, I took a chance and it's not hurting him. I do see improvement, and I would just say, try it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, you haven't still lost.